and your phone calls about the Bucks, Lightning, Rays, USF, Sun, FSU, Florida, and more. Talk to you this Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on the TAN Talk Radio Network.
This is the TAN Talk Radio Network.
The Rays have won the American League pennant. The Tampa Bay Lightning win their second straight Stanley Cup.
The Tampa Bay Sun have won the USL Super League Championship.
When the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady. I don't know why we ever think it won't.
It's time for the Father and Son's Home Team on the TAN Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live. The Home Team is brought to you by Father and Son's Windows and Doors, locally owned and operated with offices in Tampa Bay and Orlando. Visit them on the web at faswd.com and mention the Home Team for special pricing. And now, here he is, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and the press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you very much, Brother Pat Porter, and welcome to the Home Team. Glad to have you with us as we take a look at some exciting things going on today. Big day, Jason, in the world of sports.
Yes.
There's a lot going on.
Very.
Really all weekend. Some great matchups that we'll be getting into. And, of course, right at the top of the list, happy to tell you that at 10:05 today, we're going to have on the new CEO of athletics for the USF Bulls, Mr. Rob Higgins, who I had a lot of respect for over the years. He did such a great job with the Tampa Sports Commission and bringing in all the big events to Tampa Bay. He is now with USF exclusively, and we look forward to talking to him about a number of different things. I guess the only sad part is I wish we could clone him because he's certainly helping USF, but you hate to lose him off the Tampa Sports Commission.
That's true. But, I know.
We'll be talking with him coming up at 10:05. So hope you'll stay with us for that. Big game today for USF.
Yep.
This will go a long way towards determining not only if they'll make the conference championship game, but also a shot at the playoffs.
Sure. They're playing Navy today at noon. Navy is really their I think their last big challenge of the regular season. The games after that, they play UAB and Rice, who are not very good. Navy is good. Navy's has lost just 2 games. And again, USF controls their destiny. If they win out, the remaining regular season games. And if they win the conference championship game, whoever that may be against, they will be in the college football playoff. Yep. And that's a big deal. And, I was just thinking about this. The college football playoff began in the 2014 season. Of course, for years it was with just the 4-team playoff. This is just the second year of the 12-team playoffs. But during that span, only Florida State in the 2014 season of the Florida schools, the Florida teams, has been in the college football playoff. So if USF can make it, they would be only the second Florida school to make it there. Now, Miami does have a shot as well. They're still playing for, to try and win the ACC championship and for them to get in. So they still have an opportunity. But you just think about that. I mean, as dominant as the Florida schools have been through the years, during the playoff era in college football, only Florida State has made it. Miami has not made it. Florida has not made it. And, UCF has not made it during that time period.
And if you go back a number of years, it was just Florida State. Those were the 2 teams in Florida that anybody cared about and that anybody followed. Then Miami started to improve.
Well, I mean, Miami was the one that won the national titles first. They were the first powerhouse team.
Consistently, though, it's been Florida State.
Miami had a good start. I mean, really, when you go back through the 80s and 90s, Florida started coming on in the 90s when Spurrier became the coach. Miami and Florida State were dominant from the 1980s, on into the 90s. But really the 90s, all 3 of those teams were dominant, competing for national titles, competing for conference championships. That was really exciting when all 3 in the Sunshine State were really, really good.
Well, the point that I was trying to make was that then schools like UCF and more recently USF have started to come into the picture.
Yes.
And it's not just the big two anymore. It's Miami, of course, and the USF and UCF, and even the schools like FAU.
We went to the Final Four in basketball a couple years ago. Yeah.
Florida Gulf Coast went deep into the playoffs. So it's nice to see the other schools coming around. USF Navy today, though, at noon. If you want to watch it, it's on ESPN2. So if you want to check that game out, certainly a big game for the USF Bulls. Want to say hello to David and John watching today on Facebook Live. Glad to have you with us, and also Nick. Glad to have Nick watching today on Facebook Live. The Bucks have a big test tomorrow.
Huge game.
The Buffalo Bills, who are coming in off a loss, just as the Bucks are. And these are two teams. I was kind of surprised, Jason, that this game didn't get flexed to 4:00. They left it at 1:00.
Yeah.
Because two very good teams.
They are. There's a lot of good games on tomorrow, though. You've also got Kansas City and Denver. You've got the Rams and the Seahawks. Okay, and then later, I think the night game is Philadelphia and Detroit. So that's probably why you got so many games to choose from. But particularly in that 4:00 slot, the Rams and the Seahawks being a West Coast game, I think they want to highlight that one there in the NFC. But nonetheless, it's a huge game. It's going to be a big game for both teams coming off a loss. Bucks need to rebound. They need to bounce back here. This is a tough 3-game stretch where they're playing the Patriots, the Bills, and the next week at the Rams. You don't want to lose all 3. You'd love to win. Now that they lost to the Patriots, you'd love to be able to take 2 out of 3. At the very least, you got to take 1 out of those 3. You don't want to go on a 3-game slump there.
Who would have thought that the Carolina Panthers would be the team putting the pressure on the Buccaneers in the NFC South?
Yeah, I don't know how much pressure you could say at this point. The Panthers are wildly inconsistent. They look good one week and bad the next week. I don't think the Bucs are in danger of not winning their division. They need to take care of their business, but I don't see any other team overtaking the Bucs there.
Well, Carolina's a game and a half behind.
They're going to play the Panthers twice. They're going to play the Saints again. They're going to play the Falcons again. They're going to play Arizona. After this stretch, this tough 3-game stretch, I think the later games are going to be a lot more winnable for the Bucs. But they need to show up. Defensively, I think they gave up too many big plays against New England. And then offensively, Baker Mayfield hasn't been himself the last few games. He just hasn't been as sharp. He's missed some throws. I think he's due to get back to being the Baker Mayfield we come to expect. And hopefully that'll be the case tomorrow.
He's banged up too. I mean, he never says he's hurt. He's always fine. But you can see that he's dealing with injuries like a lot of other players. And speaking of injuries, you got Bucky Irving still out.
And Chris Godwin still out,
Mike Evans. So he doesn't have the weapons that he did to start the season.
And that's why I think it can be up to Josh Grizzard, the offensive coordinator. You got to get creative in sometimes in your play calls and get some unique plays in there. Find different ways to get playmakers the ball.
When you lose your 2 best receivers and your best running back, that certainly is going to have an effect on the running. It can be.
I think that Rachaad White, to me, is one of the best players in terms of screenplays. The best receiving back. He can do so well if you could get him the ball in a screenplay, and he tends to run for a lot of yards. So I think if you pull up more play designs to get him the ball in those types of situations, he can be very effective there. Just find different ways to get guys the ball.
John in Clearwater has already weighed in with his prediction on the Bucs game, and of course that's our contest for tomorrow. He's got the familiar score of 31-23, Buffalo winning, and halftime he has it 17-10 in favor of Buffalo. So that's our first prediction on the contest so far today.
Obviously, it's going to be cold up there. Buffalo has a very strong home field advantage. Bucs, I look at this game. I think they need to get off to a good start. Now, they actually got the lead in last week's game against the Patriots. They scored first, got off to a 7-0 lead and couldn't hold it. But it's important that they jump out, I think, to an early lead of this game if they can.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens as far as that goes. And if you want to get in the contest, 2 ways to do it, either online on Facebook Live, as John has done, or you can call in. We always love to hear from you. 727-441-3000. 727-441-3000. The Lightning are in South Florida to take on the Florida Panthers. I should say what's left of the Lightning. They now have 6 guys that are out. Brandon Hagel, the most recent to go down. Pontus Holmberg is down. Anthony Cirelli is down.
That's a problem.
Victor Hedman, Ryan McDonough, all injured. And so, and even Dominic James, who looked impressive, he is injured.
Yeah, I know. I think Hedman and McDonough missed the last game against the Rangers, and it showed. They struggled defensively. Didn't have a great game. They got off to a slow start. They gave up 2 early goals and just couldn't. Things weren't gelling that game.
It was 4-3 after 1. I mean,
that's true. Yeah,
they did respond, but nothing the rest of the game.
Right. So I mean, hopefully, obviously, it's a big game against their arch rival. So hopefully, they can hold their own even with these injuries. It's going to be tough, though.
Now, Matt has said, and you thought so too, that there could be a lot of fisticuffs in the game tonight.
Yeah,
I'm going to go the other way. I think because they are banged up. And Florida's missing some players, too. I don't think they want to risk losing anybody else.
No, it all depends on if one of the teams, one of their players nails one of the other team's players and starts something. I think it depends on that. In the heat of the moment, you don't think about the injuries. You think about, playing and obviously winning the game, but also defending your teammates if someone gets blasted. And knowing the history of these two teams, knowing they don't like each other, what we saw in the preseason, a lot of fights breaking out. There's a lot of animosity there. You got Marchand, the ultimate agitator on the ice. So something, something could be triggered by one of the two teams that could start a melee.
Well, I think it's going to be one of those non-fisticuff, what everybody's expecting.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ending up 2-1, something like that. I think Vasilevsky will have a great game, and Bobrovsky is always tough, leading the goaltenders in victories right now. So maybe I'm wrong. It could be another brawl again. But
you never know.
Yeah,
it just depends what happens in the heat of the moment.
There's 4 meetings between the teams this year. There's tonight in Sunrise, December 15th here in Tampa, 2 days after Christmas down in Sunrise, and then February 5th back here in Tampa.
Okay. So this is the first meeting that they met this year. Okay.
And keep in mind that the preseason, when you had all the fisticuffs, a lot of those guys aren't here anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Because those were guys trying to make the team, and they're in the AHL teams and the minor league teams. So keep that in mind as well. Some other things, Magic get a win last night, barely. They beat the Brooklyn Nets playing without Paolo Banchero.
Yeah.
They sat Banchero. He's not really injured. I think it was one of those nights off where they thought.
Well, he did leave. I mean, he left the New York game. I think was it a groin strain or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
but if it was a playoff game, he'd have played.
Well, of course, obviously it wasn't serious, and that's the good thing. I was watching some of that. I mean, I was able to watch it. It was on national TV against the Knicks, and I thought they looked very good. Had a very good game. The Magic, kind of like the Lightning, got off to a bit of a slow start. They seem to be finding their groove now and playing like I think a lot of people felt they would. It's one of the better teams.
They are back over 500, which is a good thing. They've got a tough stretch coming up, though. They're playing tomorrow night at Houston, and then they come home to host Golden State and the Clippers, and then the New York Knicks. That's their next 4 games. So they've got a tough road coming up. So we'll see how they handle that. Mike on Facebook has come up with a final score of Buffalo winning 27-17 and leading 14-7 at the half.
All right, that's 2 for the Bills right now.
Yeah, 2 for the Bills prediction already. Want to mention our Christmas party is coming up on December the 13th. We're very happy to be at Alessi Bakery, and we're not going to be outdoors, though, like we've been in past years. We're we're actually going to be inside.
That's right. Inside the dining room. We're going to make that work. I know, I think you and Big Ed are going to come in and we'll designate a spot. I'll leave that table as reserved. And then whoever wants to come in, our customers, our callers can gather around and listen to the show.
Yeah.
And I've already put up some ads around the bakery, so
good.
advertising for it so people can see those and start getting ready. Well,
we appreciate you doing that. That's for sure. So we will take a break. If you want to join us, phone lines are open right now, 727-441-3000, 727-441-3000. Your thoughts on the Bucks and Buffalo tomorrow, Lightning, Rays. I haven't mentioned too much about the Rays, but one thing I do want to get in before we hit the break, the owners of the Rays held a meet and greet, if you will, at Ferg Sports Bar down in St. Petersburg. Of course, Mark Ferguson, a friend of the show. We appreciate all he does for the home team. But at that meeting, I thought it was somewhat telling where the new spokesman for the ownership group said that they are not opposed to extending the lease at Tropicana Field more than just a year, but for several years.
Sure.
And when you look at it, I think you have to consider that good news because it means they're staying in the Tampa Bay area.
That's right.
A lot of people want them to get their new stadium, but starting to wonder if that new stadium will ever come about, or will it just be Tropicana Field? They're really fixing it up quite a bit. They said it's going to look better than it's ever looked.
Well, again, we've heard some people suggest that they look to remodel Tropicana Field and try to look at the plan that they had with St. Pete initially, which was to redevelop that area around Tropicana Field. Maybe you re-explore that if that's more financially viable.
But you figure 3 years once they put the shovel into the ground, and then we're still posturing about, where's it going to be?
Sure.
Where's the money coming from? All of that. So it's probably going to be maybe optimistically 4 years from now.
Yeah.
So we're looking at probably 2030 with all things going and falling in place.
And we don't know for sure what's going to happen with that. At least you could look at Tropicana Field. You got a roof over your head. You got a comfortable place.
Literally.
Yeah. You got a comfortable place to play baseball. So nothing wrong with that.
So good news, as I take it anyway, that it appears as though they're not looking at plan B. And right now they're still getting that idea. So we'll take a look at that as well. More of the home team coming up here on the Father and Son Windows and Doors home team, the TAN Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the TAN Talk Radio Network.
For the first time ever, the home team is endorsing a place for all of you fishermen. And the winner is Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Ulmerton Road in Largo. Betts, that's Betts, is open 7 days a week from 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Everything you need from clothing to AFCO and skinny water culture to Shimano and Daiwa reels. They also do repair of your equipment. Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Ulmerton in Largo, and online at customfishing.com.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free financing for 12 months with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the home team. In fact, I'm one of their customers, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com. Father and Son Windows and Doors, faswd.com. That's faswd.com. The generosity home team listeners have shown to Reach Out, Speak Out has been overwhelming, and I can't thank you enough. From our entire Reach Out, Speak Out ministry, Thank you. The holiday season is here, and many of our families that have been victims of domestic violence won't have the kind of holiday you and I will have. Would you consider a gift card donation to places like Walmart, Publix, Winn-Dixie, or Aldi? We want to make sure every one of our families has food on their table and the necessities of life for the upcoming holiday season. As I mentioned, we greatly appreciate your past generosity. And if you can help us during the holiday season to make the holidays a little brighter for our families, we would greatly appreciate it. The next time you're in your go-to grocery store, maybe pick up a gift card of any size for our families. You can send it to Post Office Box 4979, Tampa, Florida, 33677. And thank you again.
Life Builders Christian Counseling Center brings hurting people to wholeness in Christ. Life Builders is a professional counseling center with multiple counselors and locations in Brandon and Tampa. They offer in-person, Zoom, and group sessions, counseling individuals, married couples, children and adolescents, and families. Some of our licensed counselors take most insurances. Call 813-438-5949 or visit lifebuilderscounseling.org. Life Builders can help. 813-438-5949 and at lifebuilderscounseling.org.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paul Porter, voice of the Lightning and host of the Home Team Sports Radio Show. I'm here to tell you about our educational home team, Cambridge Christian School. No longer Tampa Bay's best-kept secret, CCS is the perfect blend of academic rigor and a biblical worldview foundation, serving families for over 60 years. Come see why we are the #1 rated Christian school in Tampa and visit us at ccslancers.com.
Family owned and operated, T&D Golf on West Waters Avenue in Tampa is the place to find everything you need for your golfing experience at affordable prices. Club repair is available as well. As a longtime sponsor of the home team, T&D wants to make sure you get the very best quality at a price you can afford. Open at 4205 West Waters Avenue, half-mile west of Northdale, Mabry, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. T&D Golf, making golf affordable.
My favorite restaurant in all of Tampa Bay is J. Alexander's at the corner of Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of I-275 in Tampa. The prime rib is to die for. Steaks are just as mouthwatering, and that's not all. Seafood like salmon, ahi tuna, shrimp, or crab cakes. Don't forget the salads and appetizers like my favorite French onion soup, and top it all off with a homemade dessert. J. Alexander's in Tampa at Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of 275. Open 7 days, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Reservations suggested but not necessary.
The Florida State Fairgrounds is home to so much more than just the fair that runs every February. Concerts, trade shows, conferences, and competitions are all just a few of the things you'll find at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater all year long. For the very latest information and schedules, visit floridastatefair.com. The Florida State Fair and so much more, all happening at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. We'll see you at the Florida State Fairgrounds.
Now let's get back to the home team with the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you very much. Interesting point that Matt put out on the screen here, that next week's game, the Bucs and the Rams, could be a playoff preview, because the way the standings are right now, the Bucs would be hosting the Rams in Wild Card Weekend if the season ended today, the way the standings are.
Well, yeah, because a lot can happen. See, it's hard to believe that because, I mean, the Rams have a great record. They only have 2 losses. But the thing is, Seattle only has 2 losses.
Right.
I mean, that's the NFC West is really tough. And San Francisco is not bad, despite all the injuries they've had.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good teams in that division. It's going to be interesting how there could be a lot of twists and turns. Things could change week to week. NFL with wins and losses.
And that's what the league likes.
Well, it is. And again, that's a huge game this week with the Rams and the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
And like obviously, the Bucs had to take care of their business. But I honestly think Seattle, from what I've seen, I think they're the best team right now. The way they've been playing, they haven't just been winning; they've been dominating. And to think that the Bucs beat them.
The best in the NFC or the best in the NFL?
I think the best in the NFL. They are the team, to me, playing the best football right now.
Well, we'll see what happens. It is up and down, that's for sure, and still a ways to go. Let's go to the phone lines. Our good friend John Bychek has joined us. John, welcome to the home team.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Are you there, John?
I am. Can you
Okay.
hear me? I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
you.
Oh, yes.
Got it. I think I tend to agree with Jason on Seattle. They're playing very strong. The NFL's got too much parity now. When Buffalo goes down to Miami and gets blown out, there's a lot of parity in the NFL now, so it's really hard to tell, but they are dominating teams.
Yeah, I would agree that every week you say, well, they're the best team. No, they're the best team. No, they're.
It changes
Detroit
from week to week.
was thought of as the best team for a while.
Again, what you're looking for is certain teams to win with consistency. It's any team can look great one week. Do it over and over again, and don't play up or down to the competition. That was a kind of a real trap game for Buffalo last week. They were coming off that big win against Kansas City. You take Miami lightly. Well, in the NFL, even the bad teams have a lot of talented players on them. You take a team lightly, you lose. That's just it's going to happen. Carolina goes down to the Saints. The Jets, even in recent weeks, won a couple of games. So, yeah, you got to focus and be ready to play every single week.
And some would probably argue New England has to be considered one of the better teams.
No
in the
question
NFL
about
right
it.
now.
I think New England is a Super Bowl contender, a legitimate Super Bowl contender, even though they've kind of come out of nowhere. They have a terrific young quarterback in Drake May. Great coach in Mike Vrabel. They're the real deal. They've already beaten the Bills and the Bucs on the road.
Go ahead, John.
Interesting comment last week with Baker Mayfield talking about not having the killer instinct. And does that come from the top down with Bowles, or is that just team wide around? I was just concerned that it might be a little dissension in the clubhouse.
I totally disagree with that. I think he does have a killer instinct. The guy's playing. He plays through injuries.
Yeah.
He doesn't let anything affect him.
He's a competitor all the way through.
With a capital C.
Yeah.
Competitor.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not talking about Baker has it. He said the team doesn't have it. He said there were people on the team.
Okay.
Yeah, the comment. I think it comes down from Bowles a little bit. That is Bowles. He made some mistakes in the past couple of years. He's won the division, but our division is not that difficult to win. Do we have a killer instinct?
Well, I think, and I was impressed by this. I was listening as I was driving home from the game. I was listening to the post-game show, and TJ Reeves was interviewing him. And the coach came right out and said, I've got to coach better. We've got to coach better. We've got to play better on offense. We got to play better on defense, but we have to coach better. And he took a lot of the responsibility of being out-coached by, as you said, Jason, a great coach in Mike Vrabel.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Todd Bowles. I think he's a respected coach. He's been in the league, a good number of years. He's obviously a great defensive coach, and I think he's been a good coach with the Bucs. I think the results speak for themselves. The team has been in the playoffs 3 straight years with him as the coach. They have won a playoff game. It was still Todd Bowles' defense that shut down Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City offense in Super Bowl 55. So I like Bowles, even though he's not the most demonstrative a guy. He doesn't show a lot of emotion. I don't think you have to, but they definitely just need to make some adjustments going forward that they did not do in the game against the Patriots.
Well, I do have to qualify my statement by saying I think I heard him say that he has to coach better. He does talk without moving his lips, but I think that's what I heard him say. But he was demonstrative, and in the way he is he was very short with TJ Reeves. Yeah. He just says, we got to coach better. We got to play better. You could tell he was perturbed, but still, and I think that's what he said.
Quick comment on the Lightning tonight. It's fight game 3 or 4, whatever we've got
fight
going
night,
on. Fight night in Sunrise. So I think they've got to have a couple extra referees and a little bit more room in the penalty box. But we're going to be down a couple players. Is Sobin? Do you know if Sobin's on the? What's the kid's name? That.
He scored a goal the last game. Sabrin.
Sabrin.
Sabrin, yeah.
Sabrin. Is he on the roster tonight? Or
yes, he is. He is. And in fact, we were running through the guys that are out. 6, I think, right now, with including Hedman and McDonough. And also Sorelli is out, and
concerning.
Hagel is out.
The top players there.
Dominic James is out, and one other one. But Holmberg is out as well, Pontus Holmberg.
Yeah.
So, a guy that I'm really looking to have step up, John, and is Braden Point. He's been very quiet this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's not done a whole lot. He's had some tough breaks. He's missed on some breakaways. Hopefully he can get things in, and
Yes.
that'd be the perfect guy to really lift this team up tonight when they're very shorthanded.
Well, we were Jeannie and she's in the car, by the way. We were
Hey,
Vegas
Jeannie.
for the game.
Hello there.
Hey there.
We were at the game in Vegas. We went out to Vegas for the game, and they played obviously not well in the first period, but they came back and played strong. I was really excited for them coming back, and they played well against the Capitals, but that was just I think lack of players, frontline players, is what hurt us against the Rangers, and that was disappointing.
Yeah, exactly. When you take those guys out of the lineup, and I mean, your two best defensemen are McDonough and Hedman, and they're both out. That doesn't leave much for Vasilevsky, who there was some shots that he would have liked to have back, but certainly the defense was not what it was, and I think it's going to be the same situation tonight.
Do you feel like Hedman's lost a step?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Got it.
I think I heard the saying this week, Father Time is undefeated.
That's right.
He's never lost.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's
Father Time, love, and women are undefeated, brother.
Well put, especially with Jeannie in the car.
One last comment. I think the leader in the clubhouse is the Hillsborough College for the stadium in 2029 or 2028.
Okay, well, we'll see if it gets done that quick.
Yep.
But, John, want to get your score for the Bucks in Buffalo tomorrow?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. It's in Buffalo, right?
Yes.
Buffalo got beat by Miami, so they're going to be hopping mad. Let's go Buffalo 31, Bucks 24.
Okay, very close to John and Clearwater's score.
Man,
and then how about
Buffalo.
halftime?
Halftime, 17-10, Buffalo.
All right, got you down.
All right.
Good to hear from you, John. Thanks so much.
Talk to you guys.
Take care, John.
Okay.
And Gene, take care. Thank you.
Let's,
Bye.
all right, see
All
you,
right.
Jeannie. Let's go from one John to another. John in Clearwater joining us. Hello, John.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you all?
Doing
Good
great.
to hear from you.
Great call with John. Excellent.
Always
And he
enjoy
picked
talking
the
to
same
John.
score. He picked the same score as me as well.
Almost. He has it 31-24.
At halftime, too.
But you had 31-23, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But he does have your same score at halftime.
Yeah. So, Jason, USF
Yes.
has Derek Brooks, COO.
Yeah. He joined them. I know. I love that.
What
move.
an addition.
Yeah.
What
It
an
is.
addition.
No question about it. I mean, top notch is his knowledge of the game of sports in general. Of course, obviously with football, just a name. He's a Hall of Fame. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer. That's going to give you instant credibility there. Very excited to hear that.
Rob Higgins coming up
Tremendous.
today at 10:05. So we'll be talking with Rob about that as well as a number of other things.
Absolutely. And the Bucks have Bucky Irvin and Chris Godwin out,
Yeah, that's it's
And
really concerning. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
and Mike Evans as well, right?
Yeah, and of course Evans, unfortunately, looks like it's gonna be much of the season, if not the whole season, with that broken clavicle. Just the length of time that Godwin and Bucky Irving have been out is concerning to me, especially when you consider Godwin coming off that injury last year, and that seems to be still the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You almost start to wonder now: are they really going to be able to come back? And if they do, at what percentage?
Well, Bucky
of health?
Irving was practicing this week, but he's not ready to play yet. I thought I heard that Chris Godwin was practicing as well, but
Yes.
when they'll be actually able to go out and play remains to be seen. I was surprised by the Bucky Irving. I didn't think the injury was that serious when it happened.
Well, it's two things. I think it's a foot and a knee and a shoulder or something like that. It's two different things he's banged up with.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. We'll wait and see. I really do think the Bucs offense it's centered around Bucky Irving. He's such an explosive player. And it's both in the running game and passing game. I think he's really the key to that offense.
Well, they always say the running game sets up the passing game.
Sure it does. And while, Rashad White and Sean Tucker are decent, they do not have the explosive speed that Bucky Irving has.
I think you said it perfectly. Decent. They're not great. They're decent.
Right. The wide receivers have stepped it up too.
Yeah.
Well, Ibuka,
definitely.
I mean, even before the injury to Mike Evans, I thought Ibuka was establishing him as the best receiver on the team. And I felt that coming in. He could quickly become their number one go-to guy, and he has. The guy's really special.
And he's going to be around for a while, too. So that's key. Well, John, we've got you down 31-23 and 17-10 thus far. It's been unanimous for Buffalo winning. No one has picked the Bucs to pull out the victory tomorrow, but hopefully things will change on that.
Yes, and now looking forward to the Christmas party at the great Alessi Bakery, where there's always great food. Always.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up a nice spread there. We're excited to have it back there. Looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Kirk has weighed in. He's got the Bucs beating the Bills 35-32.
Good. First one.
First one to say the Bucs will win.
There.
And at halftime, he's got Buffalo leading 21-17. Mm-hmm. So we'll see if that comes about. The Bucs come from behind and get the win, according to Kirk. We will take more of your phone calls. Stay with us. Much more of the father and son Windows and Doors home team coming up here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340, 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
The Palm Pavilion on Clearwater Beach is back and better than ever. Beautiful sunsets on sparkling Clearwater Beach, relaxing times with a wide variety of menu items, from sandwiches, seafood, landlubbers' favorites, desserts, and your favorite alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks is what you'll find at the Palm Pavilion. Located at 10 Bay Esplanade on Clearwater Beach, they're saying there's no place like this place any place else, so this must be the place truly applies. Come and enjoy a relaxing lunch, dinner, or drinks at one of Tampa Bay's gems that visitors from all over the world make a destination. The Palm Pavilion, 10 Bay Esplanade, right on Clearwater Beach. Visit them and check out their menu on the web at palmpavilion.com. That's palmpavilion.com. If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free financing for 12 months with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the home team. In fact, I'm one of their customers, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com. Father and Son Windows and Doors, faswd.com. That's faswd.com. What will you find at Grace Family Church? Here's lead pastor Chris Bonham.
We want to be applicable to everybody. So I say everyone would benefit from it. Whether you're a child, we have amazing children's ministries all the way up to adults. The whole gamut, really, we cover that. And when they do come, it's the same thing, same formula for everybody. We want to give them biblical principles that are applicable today. We also want them to find their community. We want them to find relationships that are going to really help them grow in their relationship with God. And then also really find a strength in knowing who they are in Christ.
For all of the information for Grace Family Church, just go to gfcflorida.com. That's gfcflorida.com for service times, campus locations, and more. gfcflorida.com. Come and experience the magic that is Grace Family Church. Again, go to gfcflorida.com. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory.
The Florida State Fairgrounds is home to so much more than just the fair that runs every February. Concerts, trade shows, conferences, and competitions are all just a few of the things you'll find at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater all year long. For the very latest information and schedules, visit floridastatefair.com. The Florida State Fair and so much more, all happening at the Florida State Fairgrounds and Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. We'll see you at the Florida State Fairgrounds.
Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and one has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com.
Time for more of the home team. Here again are Paul Porter and Jason Alessi.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the home team. Glad to have you with us. And let's bring in our good friend from the Original Mattress Factory. That's his side job. His main job is that he lets us know when the TV are going to take a break at the Bucs games. Scott Dowen joining us. Hi, Scott. How you doing today?
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. How we doing?
Doing fine,
Very
thank
well.
you. Doing fine, thank you. We'll talk mattresses in just a minute, but want to get your thoughts. What was it like on the field this past Sunday there with the Bucs and the Patriots? A game that looked good in the very beginning, and then the Bucs couldn't do much after that first drive.
Yeah, that first drive looked great. I'm going to be very transparent and tell you I was born and raised in New England, and my 17-year-old is named Brady. So that's going to upset many people right now. But so that I find myself really in a tough spot that morning because I love the Bucs and got to know even some of the chemistry of the players and such. But
that was actually the Brady Bowl because he played for both teams. I know.
They actually Fox tried to get that game last minute just so that he could, be the announcer, and it just fell through. But that would have actually been pretty special, I think. But I think a bunch of things happened really there. I expected the Bucs were going to get some sacks in. I think we saw 6 or 7 sacks the week before, or 2 weeks before when Cleveland played the Patriots, and they just could not figure that piece out. The other one, I don't know if you've talked about it, but Baker's not running the last couple of weeks, and I don't know if that's an injury, if that's to protect him for what seems to be a playoff lock at this point. But I think when you think back to the biggest wins we had, those fourth quarter comebacks, it was Baker on his feet in some critical downs, and we didn't see any of that.
That's a good point. Yeah, very good point. As far as the Bucs and the game tomorrow, I mean, you've got two teams that are coming off of losses, especially Buffalo. They got to be just fuming after getting blown out by Miami. But this is a game that back in August back in July when the schedules came out, everybody looked at that and said, wow, that's a blockbuster of a game. And I mentioned I thought it might be flexed to 4:00 instead of a 1:00 kickoff. But this is a game with both teams trying to get back on the winning track.
Yeah, 100%. Both teams really find themselves needing a win, and I would say the Bills a little bit more. I didn't think they thought they'd be this far back, but for the Bucs, it's because who they play next, right? And I think it's the Rams, unless I'm wrong. Yeah, so that's a tough one, right? In LA, I mean, geez. So you can't assume if they could split 1-1 out of these, that would be great. But it's going to be a tough one. And like I said, the Bills really it's that double-edged sword, right? The Bills are not a happy team the way they lost last week. And are they going to take it out on the next opponent or not, right?
And the Bills Mafia will be there in full force. That's for sure.
Of course, the Bucs aren't happy either. I mean, they lost, and they know they need to play better too. So I think it's a game. I think it could go either way. I know the Bills have that home field advantage. They have the cold, which makes a difference. But I think the Bucs are perfectly capable. They don't have that jinx in the cold weather as much as it used to be.
Well, Scott, in addition to being such a big part at the Bucs home games, you also have a job with the Original Mattress Factory. I should mention that. And, I've been watching some of the TV commercials that you have there. Very well done, where you've been bringing in people, customers, and them sharing their experience about how much they enjoy their new mattress.
Yeah, we're Consumer Reports #1 the last 5 years. We're proud of that. And, I don't know that I've ever really gone to the birthplace of our company, but, our original founder, Ron Trzynski, up in Cleveland, he was the CEO of Sealy for about 11 or 12 years and just started to see the mattress industry cutting corners. One simple one is it's very hard to find a mattress you can flip and double your life. Those many corners were cut, and he said, I could do it a better way. And the biggest thing we do is not only is we don't sell to anybody, and we only sell our product. So that means we can control the quality and then the value piece, because there's no middleman and distributors and warehouses and all of this. We make it right there in Ulmerton. It goes straight to your home with our own drivers. So it cuts out the middleman, and also we control the quality and the value of it.
And you even email people when it's time to flip their mattress.
I have our heaviest mattress, and when I get that email, I got to tell you, I'm not overly excited, because that means I'm in for a tough weekend of trying to flip a king, memory foam mattress.
Man, I'm right there with you. I try and balance mine on the headboard and then to the baseboard. But
I'll tell you, the old saying goes, never underestimate the importance of a good night's sleep. Right. That mattress, I can make all the difference in the world.
For sure.
Very
100%.
important.
For sure.
100%.
Well,
You're right.
Scott, where are your locations, just so in case people want to check it out?
Yeah, so we're the newest of the 12 factories our company has. So we've only got the 4 stores right now. We've got our main showroom where you can see the mattresses being made on Ulmerton Road. Then we're over in Brandon, and right on 60 there. We're on Dale Mabry in the Carrollwood area. And then our newest store, been about a year, down in South Tamiami Trail in Sarasota, and many more to come.
All right. Well, we're really happy to be a part of the Original Mattress Factory. I mentioned that my cousin, my son up in Ohio have both purchased mattresses from you. And I got a chance to meet Greg when I was up there, and really glad to have you as a part. Scott, we want to get you into our contest. Bucs and the Bills tomorrow. What's the final score?
I'm going to go 27-24 Buccaneers.
I like it. Okay. And how about a halftime score?
14-10 Buffalo.
Funny, everybody has Buffalo winning at halftime. Mm-hmm. We've had 3 people pick the Bucs now.
Yep, that's
we
right.
We really enjoy
the final result goes in our favor. It doesn't matter by the halftime.
That's why they play all 4.
Yes, sir. Scott, thank you so much, and thank you for your support of the home team.
Absolutely. Love the partnership. Thanks, guys.
All right. Appreciate it. Let's squeeze Marshall in here real quick before we hit the top of the hour. Marshall, thanks for holding. You're on the home team and coming in next week.
Yes, sir. Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Doing good.
This has got to be one of the most intriguing football games I've seen in a long time. You got 2 teams that are kind of like, one is trying to build back to where they were in the Bucs, and their injuries have hurt them. And then you got a Bills team that I don't think anybody knows which team's going to show up with that team. One week they look like they could win the Super Bowl. The next week they look like they're a bottom feeder.
Yeah, because they also lost to Atlanta earlier, and that was a surprise as well. That other game.
In week one, I thought they were the best team in the NFL.
Sure, a lot
before
of
they
people,
started playing.
I think did.
Yeah,
they're a Super Bowl favorite.
I was saying the same thing. I was saying, if Josh Allen and the Bills are ever going to get one, this looks like the year. And then all of a sudden, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Nobody would have thought this.
And how ironic that it might be the Patriots, as much as the Patriots have won, and it could be them again to close Buffalo's window.
But I mean, that game last week, for them to go down to Miami, I know that's a division game, but to go down there and play that poorly and just get beat up that bad, I think was a sign that team's not nearly what we thought they were. But I'm not saying they can't jump up and win this game because, they get the home field advantage. They get the factor of all their fans, the Bills Mafia, the weather, everything plays to them. But this is one of those games that I think is a gut check game for the Bucs. Because going out to play the Rams next week is going to be real difficult. I actually think they might be the best team in the NFC, the Rams.
Could be.
So, I really think the Bucs have to go up there and make a statement and win this game, stop this skid, and I'm hoping they can do it. I'm going to say that the Bucs win 27-21, and they're up 17-14 at halftime.
All right.
Well, we appreciate that. Marshall, can you play defense for the Lightning tonight?
Cool, man. I tell you what. Well, it's interesting to me. It's one of those games where I wonder if Vegas would take this game off the board because there was so many injuries and everything like that. I don't know how. And it almost, one thing's for sure, it sure gives John Cooper a reason to put all those thugs out there like he did in preseason, and let's go at it again because, they can't say, well, you're just doing it. No, you're not. You've got 5, 6, 7 guys injured that normally play, so you can throw out there whoever you want. But I got a feeling every one of these Panther games, because of everything that's happened, it's on the table, is just going to be ugly as can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's almost must-see TV.
I was going to say it's great entertainment, if nothing else.
The only thing I'd say, Marshall, is just when everybody thinks this is going to be a brawl, it ends up being a dud.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
as long as the Lightning win, that's all. Whether it's fighting or not,
they're not beating people up either. They're right there, 1 point ahead of the Lightning. I mean, they're right there.
Yeah,
they're up and down. They win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. So
I'm just thinking because of the importance of this game, with a 1 point differential between the two teams, the coaches might say, "Hey, let's go out and win this game. Let's concentrate on winning the game. Forget about the fisticuffs."
But if someone does something,
I got where you're coming from, but I also think that if it gets out of control one way or the other, then it could really, really escalate fast.
Sure.
Yeah. Marshall, always good to talk with you, and thanks for coming in next week.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yep. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Sounds
Take care,
good.
Marshall.
Sounds good.
Right.
Mike in Atlanta has the Bucs winning 27-24.
All right, good. Now we're seeing some people taking the Bucs.
Buffalo leading at halftime, 14-13.
Again, just the final outcome is what
Marshall's the only one who's had the Bucs leading at halftime. But let me give you our top of the hour trivia question. We know that Paul Olden and the Charlie Slows, former Rays radio announcers, are now working for two different Major League Baseball teams. The question is, what teams are Charlie Slows and Paul Olden now members of? That's the trivia question. Hour number 2 of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
WTAN, Clearwater,
FM 106.1,
WDCF, Dade City,
FM 102.3.
Listen.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Michael Wallace. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced this morning the man who allegedly ransacked the office of acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, Alina Habba, is in custody. He was carrying a baseball bat when he was denied entry into the building Wednesday. When he returned that evening without the bat, he was allowed in, but was told he couldn't meet with Haba. He yelled and smashed things in the waiting room before leaving. Haba says she will not be intimidated by radical lunatics for doing her job. President Trump's immigration crackdown is shifting to Charlotte and New Orleans. CBS's Camila Montoya Galvez.
The Trump administration is planning to send dozens of Border Patrol agents to these cities to oversee immigration enforcement operations that could involve armored vehicles and special operations teams. The planned Border Patrol operation in Charlotte could start as early as next week. Border Patrol's focus is then expected to move to New Orleans, where as many as 200 federal agents could be deployed.
The Justice Department is launching a new Jeffrey Epstein investigation.
Attorney General Pam Bondi says attorneys with the Southern District of New York will investigate Democrats and banks allegedly tied to the late convicted sex offender. This after President Trump called for it on social media. Democrats and some Republicans have been demanding release of the Epstein files, including Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene. On CBS Mornings, she was asked if she had concerns President Trump might be implicated.
The women have said over and over again that Donald Trump did nothing wrong.
The president himself has maintained he did nothing wrong, even as he's opposed release of the files. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Trump and Greene are having a falling out. Trump posted on Truth Social last hour, quote, Marjorie Traitor Greene is a disgrace to our great Republican Party, exclamation point. Greene says Trump is lying about her. The forecast calls for more heavy rain in Southern California. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass.
The city is prepared and we are ready.
CBS's Andres Gutierrez in LA says flooding and mudslides are the big concerns this weekend.
Forecasters say the biggest concern today is intensity, with short bursts that bring as much as an inch of rain an hour. Rain continues through tonight with more showers possible next week.
An 11-year-old boy was killed in a road rage incident in Las Vegas. Police Chief Reggie Rader says the boy was in his stepfather's back seat when the stepfather and another driver tried to pass each other on a freeway. The other driver opened fire.
An 11-year-old was on his way to school, and this senseless act took his life.
The 22-year-old gunman is in custody. The FAA is only canceling 3% of flights at 40 major airports today, down from 6% as more air traffic controllers return to work. The agency's hoping the system will get back to normal next week in time for Thanksgiving. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Take the next step forward in your career with great benefits and an award-winning workplace. Apply at careers.progressive.com.
Enough is enough.
Is enough.
And if you've heard enough of the conservative right-wing agenda that overwhelms the Tampa Bay AM radio band, won't you join me, Ed Golly, every Thursday morning at 10 o'clock for The Voice of Reason?
No spin, no alternative facts. Just refreshing, straight talk concerning the events of the day.
That's Thursday, 10 a.m., the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hey, Kenny here with the Brian Cash Claus Coupon Book. Tune in every Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network to hear the BCC Coupon Book radio show. We feature local small business owners with great deals from restaurants to services in our area. And if you're interested in creating excitement through branding your business locally, give us a call here at the Brian Cash Claus Coupon Book, 727-804-6082. We'll see you right here at 3 o'clock on Wednesdays.
This is radio program Spectrum 360. This is Mark Skogman
and TK Weeks.
Hosts of Spectrum 360 on the 6 stations of the Tan Talk Radio Network. Spectrum 360 is a talk radio program that features politics, the arts, and popular culture from a progressive point of view. Spectrum 360 broadcasts for 1 hour weekly on Monday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern Time and anytime via webcast at spectrum360media.com. Remember, Spectrum 360, news, politics, and arts from a creative and progressive point of view.
Tune in to the Shrink and Wrap Show here on Tan Talk Radio. Our stories and our topics will include, but are not limited to, everyday issues. We're here for you, for our listeners, and we want to know what's important to you. So again, don't miss us on Tan Talk Radio. Tune in again, Shrink and Wrap Show. We'll see you then.
The Shrink and Wrap Show at its new time, Thursdays from 4 to 5 p.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Hey, you new to the area or just want to know about the best hidden gems and upcoming events? Stay tuned. Be Local Buzz with Devin takes you to these places, introduces you to the best businesses, and tells you about upcoming buzz. Preset your radio to Tan Talk 1340 AM or 106.1 FM. That is the Be Local Buzz with Devin on Tan Talk, 1340 AM and 106 FM. Looking forward to speaking with you.
It's the Be Local Buzz with Devin, Tuesdays from 4 to 5 p.m.
This is Paul Porter, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, inviting you to join me and Jason Alessi for the home team every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. here on the Tan Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live, the home team with Paul Porter. Special guests, prizes, and your phone calls about the Bucs, Lightning, Rays, USF, Sun, FSU, Florida, and more. Talk to you this Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
The Tampa Bay Sun have won the USL Super League Championship.
When the Super Bowl ended, the ball would be in the hands of Tom Brady. I don't know why we ever think it won't.
It's time for the Father and Son's home team on the Tan Talk Radio Network and Facebook Live. The home team is brought to you by Father and Son's Windows and Doors, locally owned and operated with offices in Tampa Bay and Orlando. Visit them on the web at faswd.com and mention the home team for special pricing. And now, here he is, the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and the press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you very much, and good to have Brother Pat and Horace Crow and David Alexander and Donald all watching on Facebook Live. God welcome all of you. You tuned in just in time because we are honored to have with us one of the biggest people in sports in Tampa Bay, in my opinion, and that is Rob Higgins, the new CEO of athletics at the University of South Florida. Rob, it's been a long time, but thank you for taking time to join us today.
Of course. Excited to be on.
Well, we appreciate you being part of the show. Are you up at the USF Navy game?
I am literally standing on the field as we speak, and the team just got here probably 30 minutes ago, and they look ready to roll.
Excellent.
Well, this is a big game
Hope for a big
them.
win.
And as Jason pointed out earlier in the program, really USF controls their own destiny. If they win out, they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been a really special season so far. The wins over Boise State, Florida to help kick off the year, and then how conference season has gone has been awesome. So hoping that trend continues today. I can tell you, Coach Golish and the team have been preparing really hard. So we're excited to see it and take the field here in just a couple hours.
Rob, I know there's a lot of excitement at USF about the new on-campus stadium. How's the progress with that going?
It's been awesome. We're 22 months out now. I just drove around the site a couple days ago. It's going vertical as we speak. When they're not pounding on the steel beams into the ground, I feel like I can still hear it in my head because of all the progress being made. So there's really an around-the-clock effort going right now, and it's just going to be a game changer for not only our campus but for our community. To think about the attraction of bringing back 400,000 living alumni back to campus, to the thought of our students and student athletes being able to walk to the venue from their dorms. I mean, there's just so many great and positive aspects of it.
Rob, you had a very prestigious position with the Tampa Sports Authority, and you were the main guy, in my opinion, of bringing such huge events to Tampa Bay, and we certainly do congratulate you on that. I guess the only downside of you moving on to USF is that you're not with the Tampa Sports Authority anymore. But are you leaving that in good hands? Are there people there that can step in and work the same magic that you did?
Absolutely. I'm excited to join the board and help provide leadership from that perspective to the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. But at the same time, it's been a total Team Tampa Bay effort. Dated back to the Levy brothers, several years back in the 70s, the passion, enthusiasm around our community, trying to host Super Bowls and college championships and so much more. it's been a true honor to be involved in it the last 21 years. Really excited for the opportunity now, though, to be with USF and then to still help the overall community effort in bringing events here.
Well, we're certainly happy for you. I guess we wish we could clone you and have you in both places, but we know that that's not possible. But what an addition in Derek Brooks joining you out at USF.
Absolutely. Derek and I have worked together for the last couple decades on a variety of different fronts. Certainly, we've raised a lot of money together. We've helped curate a lot of student-athlete experiences together when it comes to college football national championship and other collegiate championships. But the biggest thing Derek brings to the table is he's the ultimate role model for our student athletes. And so for him to be in the building every single day, for them to get a chance to visit with him, and him to provide that leadership to them is totally invaluable. And it's something that we could be more appreciative to have this opportunity to team up.
Rob, there have been so many changes in recent years in terms of the conference realignment in the NCAA. So many schools moving around. And I know for a period of time, USF wasn't doing as well at both football and basketball. They kind of missed a chance to get into one of the bigger conferences. Do you think now with the resurgence of both football and basketball, USF would be looking, in the near future at possibly getting into one of the bigger conferences?
There's no doubt that we have aspirations. And Tim Pernetti, the commissioner of the American Conference, is well aware of those. He's a dear friend. But what we all are on the same page about is that we've got to be the ultimate member of the American Conference, and then the future will take care of itself. So we have the academic prestige when it comes to the AAU status. We have the TV market, 11th largest media market in the country, the largest media market in the state, second largest in the Southeast. You reference our performance. Our performance is continuing to trend in the right direction on the field as well. So I think we're really starting to check a lot of the boxes when it comes to having a very bright future. But we've got to keep our eye on the ball at this very moment and take care of business on the field and in the classroom every single day, and then the future will take care of itself.
Rob, a guy that's a very good friend of mine and that I have a ton of respect for, Jim Lauk, your football play-by-play radio guy, retiring at the end of this year. But what a career Jim Lauk has had, and he has really given so much to USF.
Absolutely. Jim has been timeless in every aspect of the word. He's helped build so much tradition around USF football. I can hear that, that's 6 for the Bulls, as only he can say it. He's just been incredible. His commitment, dedication, and talent, all those aspects are going to be sorely missed. But, what makes Jim so special is just an incredible person. So we're excited for him as well to have this next chapter, to get a chance to spend more time with his family. It's a big commitment in terms of everything that goes into what he's done over these years, and we just could be more grateful for how he has served us.
Well, you've got another good friend of mine and who's also the voice of USF men's basketball, Jim Lighthall there. So wouldn't be a bad option, I guess, if Jim inherits that job from Jim Lauk.
Absolutely. Jim Lighthall has been really committed to us, and is extremely talented as well. So I'm fired up for him to be able to have that opportunity to step in and be, the voice of the Bulls in that regard. And he certainly has earned it. And again, equally as excited for Jim Lauk, and grateful for him as well.
We're talking with Rob Higgins, the CEO at USF, and certainly so happy to have him on the program. Kirk, one of our listeners, Rob, has said to ask you about the women's lacrosse team, especially the February 7th game against Niagara.
Oh, man. Coach McCord has done an awesome job with our women's lacrosse team. The way that she has built it in really short order over these last few years has been amazing. And I can just tell you, she works so hard. She's the CEO of her program. Just every minute of every day, she's pouring into these student athletes and helping position our women's lacrosse program for national success. So they had a great season last year. They've had a great fall this fall too, and taking down some of the perennial powers around the country. And I just can't wait for their season to kick off here in February.
Well, I know longtime women's basketball coach Jose Fernandez has left to go to the WNBA in Dallas, but what a career he has had with the USF Lady Bulls.
Yeah, we're fired up for Coach Fernandez to take the reins of the Dallas wing. There's only 15 WNBA head coaching jobs in the entire country. So that really is the pinnacle of the profession. It's something that he's had aspirations to make happen for quite some time. And I couldn't be more excited for him. He's been a dear friend of mine. And now I'm also equally as excited for Michelle Woods-Baxter. She's been his longtime and loyal assistant coach for the last 18 seasons. So for her to have this opportunity to take the helm of what's been really a really successful program for us in women's basketball is an awesome opportunity. So they're underway now, and they've gotten off to a good start. They've got UCLA here tonight, I believe. I think it's tonight. I'm almost positive. And I can't wait to see them take the court against what was the Final Four team last year. So again, excited for Michelle and all of our student athletes.
Well, Rob, I have always considered USF as Tampa Bay's college sports team, and whether it's football or basketball or any soccer or any of the other sports, and baseball and softball, you've got so much going on there. I am, you may know that I'm no longer with the Orlando Magic, but because of that, I've got some more time available, and I would be more than happy to help you out with some PA announcing out there at USF and virtually any sport. So if I can help you, please let me know.
I appreciate it, Paul. Your voice is timeless, iconic in our community and throughout our Sunshine State. And I would love to try to take advantage of that opportunity as much as we can. So I appreciate that offer and appreciate all you do for Team Tampa Bay.
Well, you've got my phone number, and feel free to let me know if I can help you out. Rob, one last thing before we let you go. We have a contest here where we're picking the final score of tomorrow's Buccaneers-Buffalo Bills game. What do you see as the final score?
I will take 35-28 Buccaneers.
I like that.
And me too.
Just as a tiebreaker, what's the halftime score?
All right. Well, halftime, we'll say we'll have it tied up 14-14, and then the Bucs take control in the second.
I like it.
Yep.
Very good. Well, Rob, thank you so much for taking the time. We'd love to chat with you some more down the road as things progress. And who wins today between USF and Navy?
I think you know where my heart is on that. I mean, I'm not going to get into predicting scores or anything else, but I love our team. I love their grit and everything they continue to accomplish. So let's go Bulls.
All right. And in addition to Bulls Radio, you can watch the game on ESPN2. So that's where I'm going to be in front of my TV this afternoon watching USF. Rob, thank you so much. We really appreciate you taking time.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate it.
All right. Appreciate that. We need to hit a break. Boy, wasn't that great to have him on?
Very nice.
He really is sports in Tampa Bay.
Yep.
You can't go very far without bringing up the name Rob Higgins.
Absolutely.
And we're very honored to have him on the program. We're going to take a break. Phone lines are back open again for you at 727-441-3000, 727-441-3000. More of the home team coming up here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free for 12 months financing with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust father and son windows and doors at the Home Team, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com.
Much like the weather, your life could change at the drop of a hat. Don't be caught unprepared. You don't know what will happen tomorrow, but no matter what happens to you, you can make sure your loved ones are provided for with a life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance. Meet with a local independent agent and secure a policy now to rest easy knowing you're protecting the ones you love. Visit Vermost Insurance in Tampa Bay today at vermost.com. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory.
For the first time ever, the Home Team is endorsing a place for all of you fishermen. And the winner is Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just half a mile south of Almerton Road in Largo. Betts, that's B-E-T-T-S, is open 7 days a week from 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Everything you need, from clothing by AFCO and Skinny Water Culture to Shimano and Daiwa Reels. They also do repair of your equipment. Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just half a mile south of Almerton in Largo. Online at customfishing.com.
When you talk about ice rink development in West Central Florida, one name stands alone: Iceman Development, LLC. Gordy Zimmerman, president and founder of Iceman Development, has played an integral part in the construction of the Ice Sports Forum in Brandon, the training home of the three-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, and the Advent Health Center Ice Complex, a multi-million-dollar facility boasting 150,000 square feet and ranked the top indoor ice rink facility by both the USA Today and Yelp. Iceman Development is currently involved in creating yet another outstanding ice rink facility in Trinity and Pasco County. Iceman's company mission is to build community projects that impact the area both in quality of life and economic growth. For more information, visit icemandevelopment.com. That's Iceman with two N's, development.com. If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the Home Team. Right now, for all Home Team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free financing for 12 months with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the Home Team. In fact, I'm one of their customers, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com. Father and Son Windows and Doors, faswd.com. That's faswd.com.
Thanks for staying with us. Now more of the Home Team with Paul Porter and Jason Alessi.
Well, thank you very much, and welcome back to the Home Team. And again, thanks to Rob Higgins for taking time out. He's right out there on the field for today's big game. Yeah, so we certainly thank him for joining us on the program today. And all that talk made me hungry. So I've come to the right place. I've got somebody here who can help me out with that. want to get to the holiday catering too, but to talk about what's going on this week.
Sure. Well, let me give you an Alessi Bakery. We've got this week's specials ending up today and tomorrow. Our chocolate fudge cake squares, buy one, get one free. Our tres leche parfait, that's 3 milks parfait Sunday, or buy one, get one free. And our oatmeal raisin cookies, also buy one, get one free. And then starting on Monday, the specials running Monday through next Sunday will be our assorted cake rolls, buy one, get one free. Our coconut macaroons, buy one, get one. And our assorted classic gourmet cannolis with different flavors, like peanut butter, coconut, almond, amaretto. Those kinds will be buy one, get one free as well. And then our holiday menu, and we've already started taking a bunch of orders. I'm
not surprised.
We've got a great turkey dinner special, a spiral cut ham dinner, and a roast pork dinner. Now, you can get the dinners, which come with the turkey, ham, and pork, and a bunch of the sides, like the mashed potatoes, gravy, your choice of vegetables, a cranberry sauce, sweet potato, choice of a pie. You can get all of that. Or if you just want the turkey, the ham, or the pork by itself, you can get that as well. We've got all different kinds, larger and smaller sizes as well. So we encourage you to call in and order as soon as possible, because we're going to be getting a lot of orders, getting ready through the holidays. So that's
number do we call?
Area code 813-879-4544.
All right. Very good. So get your orders in now. So even though Thanksgiving is a week from Thursday, don't put it off.
No, we're taking
you don't want to get closed out, because you do end up cutting it off.
So eventually, we have so many orders, we can only do so many. So I encourage you to get those orders in. And again, we're taking a lot of pie orders. We have pumpkin, apple pie, pecan, key lime, cherry, blueberry, all kinds of pies. Some people are just getting pies. Some people are getting other side items, mashed potatoes,
and you don't have
potatoes.
Pies all year long. This is
no. Yeah. Mostly around the holidays. We always do pies generally for special order, but specifically around this time. We always put in a lot of pie orders. The pies are fantastic. We even do a French apple pie, which has the apples, raisins, and had the white icing covering the top of the pie.
I like
as well.
that even better than the traditional apple pie.
Very, very, very good. But we're located at Alessi Bakery. We're located at 2909 West Cypress Street, in between the cross streets MacDill and Armenia. And we're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sundays 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Well, you handle the rest of the show, Jason. I'm heading.
Okay. Oh, boy. I'll call him, tell him to get ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, that sounds really good. Really good. All right. Let's go back to the phone lines. We've got Anthony waiting for us. Hello, Anthony. You're on the home team.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
First of all, thanks for the gift packet there, Paul, for the win, the prediction on the last Sunday's game.
I think it was a week ago Sunday, because last Sunday. No, you did win last Sunday. You were one of only two people to pick New England to win.
Yeah, which segues me into one area that I always get a chuckle out of is both the Buccaneers and the Lightning account Twitter pages, or the X pages. Fans jumping off the bridges. I mean, come on, you really seriously? I mean, the Bucs were fine, man. I mean, it's just one of those games where they face an opponent they very rarely play, and with a new lineup and everything. So, and plus the fact that there was injuries on the Bucs team that could have been, the other way around, somewhat helping them out. So, and then in the area of the Lightning, guys, that game against the Rangers, please, we were missing two of the vital guys. You could say they're old and they're kind of losing their pace, but Hedman and McDonough's presence encourages some of these guys on the team to play to their utmost. So those were two losses that made a big difference against
and
the
I
game.
think you have to throw in Sorelli as well, because he's the best face-off guy and great on the penalty kill.
Well, I know John Cooper was not at all happy. I was watching some of that game. I know he called a timeout right away, I think, after that second goal, and they got on him for just, lack of focus. You just, no matter who's injured or who's not, you cannot start a game that way. You can't give up 2 quick goals and put yourself behind the 8 ball right away.
A little funny story on that that I think you'll get a kick out of. We were all set to roll a video about Coop's catch that he had on Monday prior to the Wednesday game. And it was scheduled to go at the first time out, where we were going to play that in the arena, showing how much money was raised, and Charles Barkley was there, and a number of other people, and how well it went. And all of a sudden, our director said, we're going to postpone running that video because I don't think Coach Coop is in a very good mood right now. And sure enough, he called the timeout, and he read the team the riot act, and they came right out and scored. Yeah. I mean, it was like, boom, time to wake up, guys. But, that actually was kind of funny that they had to postpone that and play it later. Right after the Lightning scored, it was okay to play it then. But it was unique.
That's interesting because Sorelli is in an upswing, and he's filling in the gap from Luke Glendening, who was pretty much a good guy in the face-offs. And Sorelli makes a big difference. Now, here's the issue to have with the media, I think Chief made a post-game interview in previous games. He made a comment about the media. Are they in a bubble that they are detached from what's taking place on the ice? First of all, when Kucherov accomplished his 1,000th achievement on that game, his interview, it seems to be kind of psychologist kind of attempt. These questions, I mean, the guy is an introvert, first of all, and he's not too prone to interviews. Can we keep it simple for the guy? I mean, he's a smart guy, but these questions are way out of, it's like, something out of a Teen Beat magazine or something. Right? And then in the second one of the reporters asked Cooper about McDonough's injury. Is he injured? Well, guys, were you guys watching the game where the puck hit him playing on the foot? That's an injury. You guys need to stay on top of it. You guys are obviously in the arena watching the game. So to ask him a question, he sort of brushed it off. He was sarcastic about responding. But, so Cooper's kind of holding his own and maybe lashing out some of these questions. But
Anthony, I want to mention that DJ Bolt is listening right now. So if you have anything you'd like to say about the music, he's all ears.
No, well, the music on that was it Thursday night against the Rangers. I had no problem. I mean, there was plenty of rock, hard rock in there with a mixture, and it's just a matter of a little more combination. Not everything has to be hip hop or pop. So it was cool. The only downsides were that we were getting run over by the Rangers. But as first, second of all, Ranger fans, you guys, Igor hasn't won a cup yet, so can tune it down a little bit. So he wins the cup, then you guys can shout and.
The Igor's better chant found its way there again, and he gave up 3 goals in the first period himself.
Well, the Rangers are just a great team on the road this year thus far, but not very good at home.
They only have 1 win at home, and they've only lost 1 on the road, which is hard to figure. Anthony, what do you have for a score?
I'm going to stay with 28-21, Tampa Bay over Buffalo. Again, Buffalo. Their window was open last season, and they didn't capitalize. In football, if you don't take advantage of that open window opportunity, then forget it, man. Next season, you're not promised a glory road to the championship run. So anyways, I'm going to say 14-7 halftime, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
All right, very good. Anthony, thank you so much for your support of Reach Out, Speak Out, and everything else. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I appreciate the ladies. Take care, guys.
All right. Thank you. We've had a couple of other scores come in. Don from St. Petersburg has the Bucks winning 26-22 and a 10-10 game at halftime. And the Rubber Cement Man says Buffalo's going to win it 28-17 and a 10-10 halftime score.
Now it's become kind of split. I mean, the first several callers were picking the Bills, but more have come on with the Bucks now. So
We need to hit a break, and then we will come back. Donald is going to join us. He's been cleaning up the backyard, getting it ready for a company coming tomorrow. So we'll chat with him, and he's not on the water today, so we'll see what he thinks. More of the home team coming up here on the Tan Talk Radio Network, the father and son windows and doors home team. I also forgot to mention, we did get a correct answer for the trivia question.
Oh, good.
David in Odessa was correct. He said that Paul Olden is with the Yankees. He's not the radio announcer, but he's the PA announcer. And Charlie Slows is the radio announcer for the Washington Nationals.
That's a good. I have to think that's one someone has to look up. I just find it hard to believe that someone would just know something like that off the top of their head.
Well,
even those who really follow baseball on a close and regular basis.
It's really difficult anymore to come up with trivia questions that are not Googleable.
Yeah.
Because that to me is cheating. Anybody can go to the computer and ask Google what the answer is.
Mm-hmm.
It's to try and figure out things that you may not know.
But that's a tough one for someone, just anyone to get.
Yeah. But we had people get one right and not the other. But congratulations to David. He got that right. More of the home team coming up on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
10 years ago, my wife and I started a nonprofit ministry to help victims of domestic violence called Reach Out, Speak Out. Would you consider a donation to help our ministry? If you'd like to join our auxiliary board or just be a friend to Reach Out, Speak Out by helping with your time, talents, or treasures whenever you're available, please contact us by visiting reachoutspeakout.org. Please send your donation to Post Office Box 4979, Tampa, Florida 33677, 5013C number 47163. 0804. My favorite restaurant in all of Tampa Bay is J. Alexander's at the corner of Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of I-275 in Tampa. The prime rib is to die for. Steaks are just as mouthwatering, and that's not all. Seafood like salmon, ahi tuna, shrimp, or crab cakes. Don't forget the salads and appetizers like my favorite French onion soup, and top it all off with a homemade dessert. J. Alexander's in Tampa at Dale, Mabry, and Cypress, just south of 275. Open 7 days, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Reservations suggested but not necessary. Sooner or later, you're going to need a plumber. It's just a fact of life. Want somebody honest and reliable? The plumber I use is the Bearded Plumber. I've known Thomas since his high school days and now is an established plumber who offers 24-hour-a-day full service because plumbing emergencies don't wait. Keep this number handy. You know you're going to need it. It's 866-882-3273. The Bearded Plumber, 866-882-3273. This is Paul Porter. You know, with the schedule I keep working for the Lightning and Buccaneers, a good night's sleep is a must for me. That's why I'm happy to tell you about the Original Mattress Factory. Their mattresses are hand-built right here in Tampa Bay with the highest quality at a very reasonable price. They aren't like these other mattress companies that'll jack their prices up every holiday and then do a so-called super discount during their so-called sale. You actually end up paying more than what the mattress is worth. The secret is with OMF, you're getting factory direct pricing and eliminating the middleman retailer. There's no high-pressure salespeople either. OMF is employee-owned, and they make it all about you. Double-sided mattresses, and they even email you when it's time to flip your mattress. Stop by their factory on Almerton Road in Clearwater and see for yourself, or visit one of their stores in Tampa or Brandon. There's nothing like a good night's sleep, and you'll get it with the Original Mattress Factory, and you'll get it for less. The Original Mattress Factory. If you fishermen need anything for your fishing enjoyment, you'll find it at Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Almerton in Largo. Rods and reels by Shimano and Daiwa. Frozen bait for saltwater fishing, clothing from AFCO and Skinny Water Culture, Costa Del Mar sunglasses, and more. Visit them online at customfishing.com. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4 on Sunday. Betts Fishing Center, Starkey Road, just a half mile south of Almerton in Largo.
Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and one has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com. After a car accident, there are many questions that you need answers to. Who pays for my car repairs? Who pays for the medical bills? What about my lost wages? And more. The personal injury law firm of Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes has been answering these questions for their clients for nearly 70 years. Since 1955, they've been a voice of the injured in the legal system. As one of the longest established law firms in Tampa Bay, Pernick, Caulfield, Averill, and Noyes is here to answer your questions. Listen to their live call-in radio show on this channel every Tuesday evening from 5 to 6 p.m. or call them at 727-796-8282 or visit them at voiceoftheinjured.com. Offices Clearwater, non-attorney spokesperson.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the Home Team. Right now, for all Home Team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free for 12 months financing with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the Home Team, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com.
Now let's get back to the home team with the arena voice of the Tampa Bay Lightning and press box voice of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Paul Porter.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. And DJ Bolt, if you're still listening and you want to get a score in, we don't have a score on the Bucs game from you, so feel free to post it there on Facebook Live. Funny story at the Lightning game this past week. You know that the kids all line up there on the glass during the warm-ups. Mm-hmm. So, and they usually got various signs, you know, I'll trade candy for a puck, or hey, Point, how about a stick or something like that. Well, one of the Lightning players flipped a puck to a young child. Then the father was holding the sign, you know, it's his birthday. Please give him a puck and all that. So the Lightning player flipped him a puck. What does the kid do?
Throws it back.
He throws it back.
Of course.
Yeah, he throws it back on the ice. And the father's like, oh, my gosh, all of that. But fortunately, the player went over and picked it up and handed it to the father. But the kid was only like 3 years old. He didn't know any better. No. He throws it back. We've seen that in baseball games where the father will catch a foul ball, hand it to the child, and the child throws it back out on the field. But it was funny to see that. Let's go back to the phone lines. Donald is with us next. Hello, Donald. You're on the home team.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning,
everyone.
Good to have you on.
Yep. Yeah, I got my daughter and all the grandkids are coming. They'll be here for like 10 days through Thanksgiving.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
You get a chance to spoil the grandkids, huh?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so we're going to go take a trip to Alessi's.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, because I brought them there before, and they just love all those cookies and everything, and all the pastries.
Oh, that's great. So happy to hear that. Thank you.
Yeah, give them all the sweets and then turn them loose to the parents.
Yeah, they'll be in my house running around the fireplace.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, I had to put that on the other day on Tuesday, I think it was, or Monday morning, whatever it was. We had that really cold weather.
Yeah, it was in the 30s in the morning when I first woke up. Yeah, even I wore long pants that day, believe it or not.
You know it's cold when Jason wears long pants.
That's right.
Yeah, I did too. I wore jeans that day, which is very rare for me.
Well, I want to give you a little transparent story. I have not turned the heat on yet. And a lot of people thought man, it's cold. My neighbors had the heat going and all that. And the way I looked at it was I'm getting free air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
And the house now, I think it's like 70 degrees. And I'm comfortable when the temperature is 70 in the house. So I said, I'm going to see how cold it'll get. It got down to 62.
Oh, boy.
Inside. And I hadn't turned the heat on yet. And I wore sweatshirts and sweatpants. And I do have a portable electric fireplace that I flipped on. And that brought some heat out. But thus far, haven't turned the heat on yet.
Oh, well, good.
Nope.
Good for you.
I just checked my thermostat. It's 68 in here.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Which is that's still warm. I mean, I'm too cheap to put the heat on. I'd rather throw some logs in the fireplace.
Maybe that's what I am, too.
You got a fireplace. That sure comes in handy.
I'm doing my own to save energy by not turning the heat on. There you go.
You know, it's so funny. Liz just said when we lived up in New York, that's where we put the heat on was for like 68.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember back when Richard Nixon was president, and he was encouraging people during the wintertime to keep their thermostat at 68. He said that will save a tremendous amount of energy. And people, up in the northern states, 68 degrees, it's a little chilly. But Donald, what do you got for the Bucks and the Bills tomorrow?
I don't think that the Bucks are going to fare well up there.
Speaking of chilly, it's going to be chilly up there.
Chilly. Even though
chilly today, hot tamale.
I don't know.
That's right.
And buffalo sauce up there.
It's not going to be a high-scoring game either. I think it'll be a 24 to 19 Bills.
Okay, and how about halftime?
Halftime is going to be 9-6 Bills.
All field goals, huh?
Yep.
Or maybe a missed extra point.
Or missed extra point, or they go for 2
Safety.
points and miss it.
Yep.
Touchdown to safety. All right. Very good. Well, Donald, we got you down, and enjoy the workout in the yard and getting it all ready. And, of course, don't forget our Christmas party, December the 13th.
Oh, I will absolutely be there.
Excellent.
Very
Look
good.
forward to it.
Yeah, I am not planning a kayak Dostu outing that day.
All righty.
Not
Good.
gonna miss the Christmas party. It's always fun.
Well, look forward to having you there, and so glad you plan to bring your family by.
And get those black and white cookies at LSU Bakery.
Let me know too. I can order some for you in advance so we don't sell out.
That'd be cool. I don't know when I'll be coming in, to get them.
No problem.
But but I can always come in twice.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Donald. We appreciate
All right, you guys take care. Stay safe. Have a great week, everyone.
All right.
Thank you.
Do the same.
Thank you.
We're going to take our final break, and then when we come back, Matt and Jason and I will tell you what we think will happen in tomorrow's game, Bucks and the Bills. And I'll also get into the USF Navy game a little bit more, and want to recap again all the good college football games too.
Yes.
So Jason,
he
already gave us the holiday menu. Next, he'll give us the football menu for today.
Sounds good.
Here coming up next on the home team, the father and son windows and doors home team, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
If your home is in need of new windows or doors, look no further than Father and Son Windows and Doors, the title sponsor of the home team. Right now, for all home team listeners, Father and Son Windows and Doors is offering interest-free for 12 months financing with nothing down. That's right, nothing down. You can get your project done now and not pay any interest for 12 months without putting anything down. We trust Father and Son Windows and Doors at the home team, and you can too. Expert sales and service, top-of-the-line products, and a company that stands by what they sell. For all of your window and door needs, it's Father and Son Windows and Doors. Visit them on the web at faswd.com.
Grace Family Church continues to grow with now 8 locations throughout Tampa Bay. Here's lead pastor Chris Bonham on the success of Grace Family Church.
We as a church, we want to be relevant to all people of all ages, and we've been excited to see that. Especially at this time, we're seeing a real hunger for people to come know more about God, know more about the Bible, And we feel like what we're doing on the weekends and in our midweek stuff is really helping people take those steps. So being relevant, but not only relevant, being applicable. So they're going to hear a spiritual principle taught, and then they're going to find out, how can I put that into my life tomorrow?
For more information on Grace Family Church, including locations of their 8 campuses and the times of the service on both Saturday and Sunday, go to gfcflorida.com. Once again, that's gfcflorida.com. Come and experience the magic of Grace Family Church.
If you fishermen and ladies need anything for your fishing equipment, you'll find it at Betts Fishing Center on Starkey Road, just half-mile south of Omerton Road in Largo. Rods and reels by Shimano and Daiwa. Frozen bait for saltwater fishing. Clothing from AFCO and Skinny Water Culture. Costa Del Mar sunglasses and more. Visit them online at customfishing.com. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and 9 to 4 on Sunday. Betts Fishing Center, Starkey Road, just a half-mile south of Omerton in Largo.
The Palm Pavilion on Clearwater Beach is back and better than ever. Beautiful sunsets on sparkling Clearwater Beach, relaxing times with a wide variety of menu items, from sandwiches, seafood, landlubbers' favorites, desserts, and your favorite alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks is what you'll find at the Palm Pavilion. Located at 10 Bay Esplanade on Clearwater Beach, they're saying of there's no place like this place any place else, so this must be the place truly applies. Come and enjoy a relaxing lunch, dinner, or drinks at one of Tampa Bay's gyms that visitors from all over the world make a destination. The Palm Pavilion, 10 Bay Esplanade, right on Clearwater Beach. Visit them and check out their menu on the web at palmpavilion.com. That's palmpavilion.com. Your number one home team fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Vermost Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Vermost Insurance Agency in Tampa Bay today at vermost.com. That's vermost.com. Did you know that Cambridge Christian School Athletic Department was honored with the Kerry McDonald Award as the 2A Athletic Program of the Year for the second consecutive year? The CCS Lancers have had 71 district championships, 21 regional championships, 5 state championships, and 37 Final Four teams. Over 200 of our student athletes have signed to play at the college level, and one has joined an NFL team. Visit us today at ccslancers.com.
Time for more of the home team. Here again are Paul Porter and Jason Alessi.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to the home team. Glad to have you with us. We've had someone ask what is on the menu for the Christmas party. This year we're having lobster tail and prime rib, along with filet mignon, and we're also having a porterhouse steak. And no, it's a party. Don't come.
There's going to be some good. There's going to be some. I'm going to put some nice food out there. Don't worry. We're going to have some. I haven't thought. I have to think it through. I'm going to. It'll be a nice.
It'll be good.
Nice spread,
Just trust Jason.
You won't go hungry. I'll tell that for sure.
I have to ask you about the story and because a lot of people haven't heard this story. Your dad had so many great stories, rest his soul. Yeah. But tell us about the one with the samples, because Alessi likes to sometimes put samples out for people to taste it and say, "Oh, that's pretty good. I think I'll buy that."
We've got a lot of sample trays around the bakery on the countertops for people to try. There was an older man who would always come by. He would walk there. He lived nearby in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. He was probably well into his 80s. And he would come in and he would certainly he would look around and get something, buy something. But before he bought something, he would do a field day for the samples. He would, he wouldn't pick just one. He'd pick, let's 1, 2, 3. He would go around from each sample. He would go from each tray and pretty much help himself. So my dad, when he saw this, he developed a routine. He would sit in his office. He had a monitor. We had different cameras, of which you could look at and see throughout the front of the bakery. And if he saw the guy come in through the front door, he'd immediately get on the phone intercom and announce sample check. That was the cue for all of the employees to remove the sample trays from the counter.
So he didn't say put everything away.
So
He just said
sample check. So that you get the samples and take them down. So you let this gentleman kind of walk around, take his time, but and he'd buy something. But
well, at least he bought something.
And then when he left, then sample trays go back out to consume. But
I had a similar story to that. Reach Out, Speak Out. We used to go to the Business Expo, the Temple Terrace Business Expo. And the idea was that different businesses did networking and visited each other's stands and all that. And everybody was asked to put something out, whether it be pens or candy or stapler or something of that nature. And all of a sudden, a bus would pull up and out would come probably 40 senior citizens, all armed with shopping bags. Large shopping bags, and they would go from one booth to the other, and like Tony, not take one notepad or one pen. They would pick up the whole container and drop it into the shopping bag.
They're going shopping.
Yeah. I mean, they got their pens and pads and candy and everything for the year.
I've seen stuff like that happen all the time. I used to work promotions for another radio station up north. People would do that all the time, not just pens, but they would take like whole pies, Subway sandwiches. They would take full things of food with them.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not the idea of the Christmas party.
No.
The idea of the Christmas party is to come and be part of the live broadcast. We'll be doing the show from there. And certainly, we encourage you to pick up some items from Alessi Bakery while you're there. That would be a nice way for you to say thank you to Alessi Bakery for hosting it and for providing some free samples of some of the things that you have there. And Jason, we really do appreciate you opening it up inside there this week.
Absolutely. It's going to be nice. But we're going to, and it's not the biggest space like we had outside, but we're going to make it work. It's going to be good.
Yeah. So when you come to the Christmas party, please don't take a whole tray of something. It's designed for everyone. So just a gentle reminder there. Well, Matt, what do you see for the final score, the Bucks and the Bills tomorrow?
All right, well, I'm noticing a trend with this, and I'm going to keep it going. The game will be tied at halftime. It'll be a 10-10 halftime score. But I'm taking the Bucks to get the win, 27-24.
All right, 27-24. Jason, how do you see it?
I'm going to go with the Bucks winning 31-26, and I'm going to say the Bucks will be up at halftime. Odd score, 16-12.
All right,
something different.
Very good. I have, unfortunately, Buffalo winning 24-17 and leading 14-10 at halftime. So we'll see how that all plays out. Real quick on the USF game that's kicking off in a little over an hour from now. What do you see as the keys for USF?
Yeah, just do what they do on offense. It's led with their quarterback, Byron Brown. They run the ball well. They move at a rapid pace. They don't give the opposing defense a time to rest. Get a score early, get ahead, and keep doing what they do. It basically wears the other team down.
And the stadium, we know it's going to be loud. The Navy cadets, the Navy, is it the cadets?
Yeah, the cadets, yeah.
Okay. Midshipmen is the Army.
Yeah.
I always get those mixed up. But they're going to be in full vocal arms, so we look forward to that as well.
Yep.
All right. So
look forward to it. Hopefully it'll be a Bulls win.
I am going to be out next week, but Jason and Marshall will be here. So we encourage you to join the home team next Saturday with Jason and Marshall. And again, thanks to Rob Higgins for joining us on the program today. And thanks to Scott Dowen from the Original Mattress Factory and the Buccaneers for joining us on the program today. Jason and Marshall will see you next Saturday at 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. I'm still out of that at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
9 to 11 next Saturday. Here. Go ahead.
Don't tune in at 11. You'll miss the show.
Yeah.
No, 9.
You'll be just in time to hear him say goodbye. Here on the Father and Son Windows and Doors home team, on the Tan Talk Radio Network, AM 1340 and 1350, FM 106.1, 102.3, and Facebook
Live.